Opatafuor, he's the one we adore. With his wisdom and his strength, he always soars. In this society, he's a powerful force. His spirit shines bright, it's an unstoppable source. Opatafuor, he stands and proud. With his words of wisdom, we are all endowed. He brings unity.
Okay, you are highly welcome to this segment on Earth Mysteries. I am Reverend Opatafuor. Kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel in case if you haven't subscribed, and then click on the notification bell so that anytime that we upload a new video, you'll be notified. Kindly utilize this said opportunity to share the link to people as much as you can. Utilize all said means available within your power to share this link on social media handle, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and then the groups that you've joined on WhatsApp. Kindly do us a favor by letting this video reach to people. Today too, I deem it great that God has given us the mandate, and I believe you are swimming in the pots of health. I am also doing same here, though we have our individual differences, but I believe God has been so good to us. And then his mercies and grace is sufficient enough to sustain us. And looking at how far God has brought us within this year, I believe that God will see us through to the end of this year. God bless you and bless you so much. Today too, I am pinning my voice on the topic ineluctable agony of existence. The pains some people go through and the challenges, the face of adversity that people go through in life. Sometimes we have to be assured and be minded that life is not going to be easy. It's not going to be all sweet. Sometimes these motivational speakers make us feel that life is all that cheap. Life is all that simple, but it is never. There is an old adage that goes like, the coconut tree knows that it is never going to be easy. It will get your time that this said coconut water, this coconut tree will be thirsty. So anywhere this coconut tree goes, it carries along with it with its own water, because it doesn't want a situation where it will get to a point that it feels thirsty, and then it will go to somebody to beg water, and that person would deny of it. So any place you see coconut, it carries water along with it. This simply shows that you must get yourself prepared. Everywhere you find yourself, being it whoever that you are, whether you're educated, you're uneducated, you are a grown-up, you are a kid, an adult, a woman, or a man, you've got to get yourself prepared, because life ain't going to be easy. But irrespective of the difficulties, the hardship that we face in life, there's one key point in here. It's not you giving up and making it a point that you will be able to pull through. Indeed, as a matter of fact, some of the people, their storyline were written by pen, P-E-N, pen. They used an ink in jotting down their stories. But some of you people, your story were written with pain. People are going through a lot. They are experiencing a lot. People are facing crisis, and sometimes there is nothing they have not done in their life, but yet all these channels and actions and the plan they try initiating, all these things proved futile. So sometimes you meet people, they are devastated, they feel like giving up, they feel life had not been fair to them. You see them talking a lot. The reason why they are talking is not because they like talking, but they are talking because they have gone through the vicissitudes of life. They have been able to stand the face of adversity. They went through, some of them, there's no single achievement that you have made in your life that was made cheaply. When you sit yourself down and spring back to life and see how far God has brought you, you could see that you have gone through a lot. Staying with people, some of you people, your parents left you with nothing. Me, for instance, we came to meet nothing in the family. There was nothing for us to boast of. Some people, they spend their hard-earned currency enrolled in education. They said to themselves that no matter what they go through, still they will educate themselves. Little did they know that they will complete school and come out as jobless entities. We have people with their masters, their PhD, MPhil, their degree, their HND, their diploma. Sometimes you sit yourself down and kind of wonder how, because I am a graduate and I'm supposed to get the work to do. But there are so many graduates in the house. It is their parent who have been supporting them. Though they are graduates, but yet they are not getting a job to do. It's as if you went to the university to study the Bachelor of Poverty and applied suffering. The way some of these university graduates are going through life, the way they are facing life has become very difficult. Both the women and the men. Providing for themselves is even a problem. Not to talk of even reaching arms to their family. Some of these university graduates can't even feed themselves. Some are jobless. Some are paralyzed. Some are in a state of perturbation. They are perplexed. They don't even know where to carry their sacks. They don't know where to start and where to end. They are stuck at one point. The only thing they do is to get something to eat in the morning, sleep, wake up. There is no application certain people have not written. There is no reputable company in this country or outside that you have not applied. Yet all proved futile. It is my prayer that God will see you through. Because there are some people who are suffering. At least we deem it fact that if you are uneducated, it is very difficult for you to get a job. That is how we assume. We assume that in this end time where technology is highly inclined, the world is far advanced. We are living in a cybernetic hive-mind matrix era, an era where computation is everywhere, an era where an artificial intelligence has come to substitute human labor. So you have wasted your time, your energy, your resource to educate yourself because you don't want to be left behind. You don't want to be left behind. You want to update and upgrade yourself to suit the face of this end time. So you could see that during your university days, you actually went through a lot. Even being able to pay for your tuition fee was a problem. You went through, you only know the risk that you took for you to be able to meet your expectations at the university. You only know exactly what you went through, the road to which you navigated to get your school fees, to get your hostel fees. You knew exactly what you did, the risk you took in your life, the people who made advances over you, who took advantage over you because you were in indelible need. You needed people's support. Some are really going through a lot. Some are really suffering, especially in the continent of Africa where we have a bad governance and evil, corrupt, higher governmental officials. They don't have feeling. They don't care about people. People are really going through a lot. But I'm here to assure you that life is never going to be easy. We all went through. Sometimes you get to a point in your life and the only two options left for you is either to close the book or flip to the next page. There are some of you watching me right now. The point where you have gotten, it's either you flip the page or you close the book. Meaning, where you have gotten in life right now, there is nothing you have not done, though you are well educated. And those people who have gotten something to do with their certificate, what they receive at the end of the month is nothing to be talked about. Just a chicken change. Just a chicken change. Most of you people, most of you graduates, those who think they have gotten the work to do, if they are to tell you what they take home at the end of the month, you'll be shocked. If they are to tell you, it's nothing to boast of. It's nothing for you to even talk about. They have just accepted it in good faith, because for them to stay in the house and waste their time, they will just accept the job opportunity just like that. Though that is not exactly what they are looking for, but they don't have a choice. They have to accept it. And these are some of the things that people are going through. People are suffering. Some of you, the way you are going through life, if God does not step in and intercede, the only option left for you is even to take your life. Some people have got into a level, some got to a level where the only option left for them was to flip the page or close the book. The only option that was left for some people was to give up in life or to continue and see whatever that will happen. Some of you people, you have just tossed the die and you don't know the number that will be picked. You have just submitted the certificate, your resume at the reputable companies, and you don't know the outcome. You don't know whether you're going to be accepted or not. You have been putting a call across to the end of countless of companies, and they keep on telling you there's no vacancy over here, there's no vacancy over here. When there's a vacancy over here, we will call you. And these are some of the things that you have been facing. And there's these liberal men also, there's nothing they have not done. Some of you people, you went to this field, things couldn't succeed for you. You went to the other field, things couldn't succeed for you. You are toiling around and going through a lot. At the end of the day, your struggles has become the talk of the town. And that's the reality. Some of us, we went through a lot during our school days. It was very difficult for us to get school fees to pay for our tuition. I can't remember the number of risks that I took, the kind of a job that I did, things that didn't befit me. I opted in for it because I had no choice. Sometimes certain options that comes on your way, it doesn't befit you, but you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. The risk that you took. So the story behind whatever you're going through, some of the people, some of the rich men, they wrote their story with pain. Sometimes before you see certain people glittering like gold, when you get closer to them and ask them the story behind whatever that they are enjoying, they will tell you that whatever that you see was penned down with pains. They labor, they struggle. Some of the businessmen who are watching me right now, there's nothing you have not done. The criticism, the sabotage, the attack. Some of you people, you were jeopardized publicly. You were insulted. You were embarrassed publicly. You went through a lot before being able to put out that little company that you have, that little shop. You went through a lot. Some of you people, you went through a lot before being able to put out that structure. Some people went through a lot before being able to make out certain small establishment for themselves. To some of them, they didn't worry themselves because they were given 10 talent. Some were given 1 talent. And the only talent they have is themselves. They don't have anybody to rely on. They don't have a business mogul. They don't have anybody as a friend, a higher profile personality in the society. They don't have these people as friends. They don't have people to connect them. They are onto themselves alone. They have been able to raise themselves to this level by themselves. It is not easy. There's nothing they have not done. The number of businesses that you indulge in, and yet all these couldn't be successful. You went into this field, you invested, you couldn't reap out any positive dividend. So you put a stop to it, you switched to the other company and invested in that field, yet things couldn't be successful, and you switched to the other company. All these things you are doing, you are trying to tell yourself that you want the farewell of yourself. You want that in the future, you don't want to be aged where you'll be suffering or begging for food. Or what you're going through. Some of the people, or what they are going through. They don't want the situation where in the end they will be begging for food. And that's exactly some of these people are going through. But I believe and I feel something in my spirit that your labor shall never be in vain. And the Spirit of God shall crown your effort no matter what happens. I'm feeling that thing in my spirit. There is nothing you have not faced in life. The rejections we go through life, Some of you, you have been through a lot in your marriage. You have been through a lot in your marriage. When people see you, they think you took it on a silver platter. You had it on a softer edge. Some people think you had it on a softer edge. People think when you dress and come out, putting on your marital ring, they think that you had it on a softer edge. They don't know the pains you went through to get that marriage. They don't know the pains you went through to get that man. They don't know the pains you went through to keep the marriage you are right now. They don't know. Some of the people, when you see them, you intentionally hide your pains and begin to laugh and put on a smiling face, and they think that everything is well with you. For you, you don't have any problem. But you know within your spirit, you know within yourself that you're going through a lot. A lot is being pressed upon within your human spirit. Within yourself, there's a lot ongoing there, but you pretend to put on smiling faces anytime that you see your friends, and they think, oh, as for so and so, life has been good, life has been treating him or her well, because every day there's always laughter on his face or her face. They don't know exactly what you are going through. Most people don't know what you are going through to sustain that marriage. The risk that you took to sustain that relationship. Most people don't understand what you're going through in the hands of your wife. Most people don't understand what you're going through in the hands of your husband. Most people don't know what you're going through to sustain your life, even your personal life. Most people don't understand. Sometimes you pretend to put on a smiling face just to ward off people and make people think that everything is going on well. You see, sometimes when you hear the sudden demise of certain people, you ask yourself, I met this guy, this girl, couple of months ago, just last week, just like three days ago, and nothing shows that she was sick. I met this guy, I met this woman, I met this man 3 to 4 days ago, and nothing reflected physically that he was ill or something. Sometimes they are bleeding internally, but when they see you, they pretend to put on smiles. So when you see them physically, you think they are doing well. When you see them, you think they are doing well, but they are bleeding. They are going through a lot. They go into hidings, into their secret abode, and begin to shed tears. This is exactly what people are going through. But I'm telling you that, be like the coconut. Prepare yourself. You see, when there's a great wind that blows, you will never see the coconut tree falling anyhow, because it has prepared itself to be rooted in the ground. When the wind begins to blow, you will never see the coconut tree falling anyhow, because the coconut tree was able to ascertain the wisdom to know that it is never going to be easy. The tree is in competition with other trees, so it got itself prepared with so many roots to be rooted deeply in the soil. So no matter how the wind will blow, all trees will fall, but the coconut stands tall alone. And it carries along with it with its own water, because it knows that people are very evil and cruel. Sometimes you go to certain people, you beg them to help you, come to your aid, and they will tell you, oh, we don't have it. Immediately you left their presence, they will begin to share your stories and make fun of you. They will jeopardize you. They will begin to put call across to certain people and tell them, do you know that so and so came here? And I'm shocked to hear whatever that he or she came to tell us. He or she said he's going through a lot. Things have not been well with him or whatever. They'll begin to make fun of your serious cases, things that you're going through, and you think that, oh, this is my friend, let me go in and then sit my friend down and talk to him or her about it. And maybe you or she is going to be of help. Only for you to go there and disgrace yourselves. They will wait, keep their mouth mute as if they love you, they show concern. After saying everything to them, they'll tell you, oh, you didn't come early. If you should have come maybe yesterday or 3 weeks ago, I would have helped. But that time, you have disgraced yourself. You see, the reality is people are going through a lot. So if life is treating you well, be grateful unto God. Be grateful unto people who have been supporting you. People have been going through it. Go to the big hospitals. The medical expert over there are demanding of just $100. $100 to buy medicine for these people. And indeed, when they get this medicine, everything shows that they are going to be treated and they are going to be well. They are going to be healed. Everything goes on to confirm that if they are able to purchase the said prescribed medicine that the physician said they should go and get, if they are able to buy it, everything will be well with them. But you see, just $100, people are not getting it. So if you have $200, don't be ungrateful. If you've got $300 in your wallet, in your bank account, if you've got something deposited in there, be very grateful. Don't be ungrateful. Don't be ungrateful. If you have certain people in your life, I always sit down and tell God that, God, I am grateful unto you. And I thank you for how far you have brought me in life. And there is no single day that I don't pray for people who support me in life. I pray, I go on my knees and pray for people who remember me at the end of every month. People who support me with the little that they can. I pray for God to support them, because it is never every man of God that has gotten the opportunity to be supported in ministry. Some have done more than what I'm doing. Some have sacrificed more than what I've done. Some have really gone through a lot, yet they never got people to support them. But the little that everybody can, these people have been supporting. They have been very supportive ever since they came to discover me. There are so many people who have been so good to me. I don't know what to say. I have prayed and support. The only thing is that I always tell God that God should protect such people, because you people have been so great to me and I can't be ungrateful. People are going through a lot. They are going through a lot. There are some people who have been battling with certain diseases. Some have prayed. You see, sometimes when life decides to treat you, and when life decides to face you, there is nothing you will not do. Some have prayed. They have sowed a seed of good tidings. There is no prayer they have not prayed. There is no fasting they have not fasted. There is no Bible that they have not read. They have jumped from one prayer center to the other, and still they have not been able to get answers to whatever that they are going through. They have not been able to get answers to whatever that they inquire of the Lord to do for them. And this is what people are going through. Some of these people are suffering very well. Some people, they have prayed. There is no church. They went to the Presbyterian prayer movement. They went to the Catholic. They went to Seventh-day Adventist. He later found himself in the charismatic centers. There's nothing. They have anointed him. They have done all things. Yet all these spiritual directions prove futile. Some of these people, it's not everything that they are looking for. They are looking for just ordinary job. Some of these people, they are looking for people to come and support them. They are looking for people to come into their aid. And that is exactly what people are looking for. That is what people are seeking, the face of God. Some of the people, you go to Atriamantins and you see them praying for God to grant them a visa to Canada, a visa to United States of America, a visa to United Kingdom, a visa to the Western world, just to go and start life over there. Because in this country, there's nothing that they have not done. Yet all these things never yielded any positive dividend. So they have taken to themselves that if for them to stay here and be disgraced and embarrassed and go through that life challenges, for their family and friends to see them as a failure in life, they will travel. And there's nothing they have not done. So if you are very fortunate for you to be granted your visa, be grateful. If you are fortunate to travel, be grateful. Yes, in the African continent, traveling to the Western world, it's an achievement, because life in here, it's not a joke. Life in here is not something that is worth to be talked about. The teacher is going through a lot. Most of the times people think you are a government worker. You have your white collar job. You work at the office. You dress, put on your black coat, go into your office, and people think you receive more than $10,000 a month. People think that you are being paid billions and millions of cedis. Little did they know that your salary is not even up to 2,000 Ghana cedis. The highest 2,500. And this is what you receive at the end of the month in this country. And the bills, your utility bills, you deduct your rental bills out of it. And in the end, the only thing left for you is just 100, 200 cities. Some of the people, the work that they have been doing and the pay they receive at the end of the month, they are not even able to save a penny at the end of the month. Not even a peso. Not even a peso. You see a medical doctor, a lawyer, an esquire, a judge. What they are going through life. You think he's a government worker. So at the end of the month, whether the government likes it or not, they are going to be paid. But I'm telling you, if you get closer to some of these people and they tell you the debt they find themselves in, the loan they have collected, the troubles they are facing in life, you will sympathize with them. Some of these people, when you get closer to them and ask them what they are going through life, the challenges they are facing, some of these people, they even run out of their own house. Some of the people, the challenges, there are some women, they have gotten to an age where they are looking for a man to come and ask their hands in marriage because the pressure coming from their family is too much for them. The pressure coming from their friends is too much for them. So if you are fortunate to have a man, even if the man has not wed you, and you are fortunate to have a man to lay your hands on, be grateful, because I'm telling you, there are people, they wake up in the morning, have their bath, go to various job centers, go to various vicinities, go to various recreational centers, parties, and their sole aim is to go there and get a man who will propose to them. Acts chapter 4, verse number 1. The Bible says that in the end time, 7 women shall lay claims over only one man. Acts 4, verse 1 down. Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1 down. Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1 down. It says in the end time, 7 women shall fight over one man. So if you are fortunate enough to have a man in your life, a man that you can sit down and talk to. There are some people that are even looking for male friends. They don't get it. So if you're a woman and you have a man in your life, no matter how demonized the man is, you keep intact. Some have been running from prayer centers to prayer centers, and their sole aim is to get a man. Even if the man will not marry them, they appreciate that they also have somebody in their life. They have somebody that they can rely on. They have somebody that will stand in for them as a man. That's exactly some of the women are looking for, because they know that marriage is not possible. But at least if they will not get married, there should be a man in their life, and they are not getting it. There is no party they have not attended. There's no cloth they have not worn. There's no perfume they have not put in on their body. Still, it is very difficult to get a man. I'm telling you, men have become very scarce these days. So if you are legally married, if you've got a man in your life, you have to be very careful and be appreciative enough. You have. People are suffering. Some are going through a lot. Some are in their sick bed. They need simple money to pay for their medications. And things are very, very, very difficult for them. They are wandering about like a wandering duke of the air, asking people to come into their aid and pay for their fees. I know a man whose sons and daughters, when he was struck by a disease and then was admitted at the hospital, none of his children was able to pay for the hospital bill. And the hospital bill was just 1,500 Ghana cedis. 1,500 Ghana cedis. It was just $100. And they were not able to foot for the bills. They were not able to foot for the bills. Some are going through a lot. The story behind some of these people. The story behind some of these people. When you see them, they intentionally, the mature ones, they intentionally swallow their pains and put on the faces of smiles, the faces of laughter. When you see them, you think that these people are free in life. There's nothing bothering them. I'm telling you, some people are going through a lot and they pretend physically anytime they meet you as if nothing troubles them. But when you sneak behind, you see that. When you look beyond the curtains, you see that these people are going through a lot. I have been through a lot since from my childhood. So the little thing that God does for me, I am very grateful because it is not everybody that has gotten as how I have gotten it. How God has been so good to me. God has been supporting me from day one. I went through a lot. Had it not been the power of God, I wouldn't have been able to come to this level in the society. I don't own a private jet. I don't own a country. I'm not body. But at least I am grateful that I am able to reach arms to the needy in the society. I am grateful that God has blessed me to a point where I can also reach arm to people in the society, people who also needs the help of humanity. I'm thankful to God that I am able to also reach arms to people in the society. People have been through a lot. Some of you people, you started suffering at the early tender age. You lost your parent, you lost your mom, and all has been on you. Some of the people, they were fortunate enough to be babysitted. They had a nanny to take care of them whenever their parents leaves them. But I'm telling you that I never had any nanny in life. I was locked behind doors. And my mom would tell me that when anybody comes to knock at the door, don't respond. So imagine where I am coming from. My mom will leave me, go to the market, because she thinks she can't carry me to that place, and tell me that anytime you hear a voice, if it is not my voice, don't open the door. It shows you that, it should tell you that I was born and raised in the slums and ghettos of Africa, from a poor home, a poor home, a poor home. People are going through a lot in their marital life, in their business life, their educational life, their personal life. There's a lot running through their veins. There's a lot of information being pumped to their end. There's a lot of information being pumped into their end. So when you see them laughing, don't think that everything is well with them. Some of them, you see them all of a sudden and they die. And you think there was nothing wrong. You sit yourself down and say to yourself that I just saw him last week. I just saw her last week. And nothing shows she was suffering from something. How come? Yes, he or she had been bleeding long time. He or she had been bleeding long time. Behind the laughter, there's a pain attached to it. But we hide the pains and allow the joy, the experience, the excitement to show on our face, and you think, oh, we are not facing any challenge. You think that we are good to go. Life has been treating us well. I'm telling you, we have been sunk in the ocean of troubles. We have been sunk in the ocean of pain. Some of us, we swim in a pool of pains. We swim in the pool of pains. We went through a lot. Some of you people, even the cloth you are wearing, if you are to tell the story behind and how you managed to get that cloth, how you managed to get that kente cloth, that cloth in your bag, that shoe you are wearing, that phone you have right now, if you are to sit down and recount what you went through, the advances people made over you, the advantages people took over you, and the things you sacrificed before getting those things, people will be shocked. And that is how it is. Life is not going to be easy, but in respect of how difficult life becomes, we will win in life. No matter the colors that life will show us, still we will win because we are chameleon itself. And the color that life will show us, I am made of. I have a thick and tough skin. I am made up of any color. So no matter the color that life shows me, I'll be able to manifest and adjust my system to suit it. I'll be able to prepare and stand in the face of that adversity because I am a chameleon in life. I'm a chameleon. No matter the color that life shows me. If life shows me black, I'll tend to be black. If life shows me green, I'll tend to be green. If it is gold, yellow, blue, whatever color that life shows me, I'm a chameleon, and I'll show the life that I am made up of different colors. That's exactly how you're supposed to be. That is exactly how you are supposed to be. You have to get yourself prepared, because some of you people, your story will be written by pain. And the sons and daughters of the rich men, their story will be written by pen, ordinary pen, because their forefathers, their ancestors, their progenitors were able to put something in there for them. But you, your parents, left nothing for you. So you have to write your own story with pain and agony, tribulations. You have to write it. Countless of sleepless nights that you have experienced. When everybody was enjoying their bed, you were left behind unasleep. When people were enjoying the cold weather with their girlfriends, fiancés, and boyfriends, and wives and husbands, you were left alone, seated in the bed. And even some of you don't even have bed. Your mattress, your foam is just on the ground. You were just seated on it, thinking about yourself and how life has been treating you and what exactly life has taken from you. What life actually took from you is not something worth to be talked about. What life took from me is not something worth to be talked about. It wasn't easy for me. But in spite of all these things, I kept my mouth mute and enjoyed the pain. I have stayed with countless of people. I have stayed with countless of people. And some of these people, over 98% of them, were very mean and cruel to me. They treated me badly. My own aunties, they treated me badly. Some of them walked me out of their house at midnight, and I didn't know where I am supposed to go. So I went to park to sleep there. Some of the people that I went to stay with, they treated me badly. Some of them walked me out of their house at night, and I didn't know where exactly to go and lay my heads for the next morning so that I can carry on to wherever that I'll go. So I had to go and sleep at a town's park. Sleep in an uncompleted building. I have slept in several uncompleted buildings because of what they did to me. And I believe it. And I accepted anything that life brought to me. And I've never regretted. I accepted in good faith. And accepted that it was written in my book. So when it gets a page and life becomes difficult, I don't just close the book. I flipped the page and allow whatever that will happen to happen. Some of us, we have been disgraced several times. Several times. We have been accused of several incidents, things that we knew nothing about. Some of these, we wish we had the opportunity to respond, but we couldn't respond because we didn't have the platform. We didn't have the advantage to respond to some of the criticisms that were leveled against us. Some of the false claims that we were charged with. We wish we had that opportunity to respond. Some of you people, I am praying that all the false accusations against you, one day, God will answer for you. I am praying all the false criticisms and attack that has been launched against you in your marriage, among your brothers and sisters, the attack that has been launched against you by your own parent, your mom and your dad, by your own nephew and cousin, by your own friend that you thought was a very good one. The false claims and accusation leveled against you, one day, God will answer for you. Some of the claims that were leveled against us, when we heard it, we bowed down our heads in shame and we began to shed tears because we didn't have the opportunity to rebut. We never had the opportunity to respond to them. We just kept our mouth mute. And those people went away. They went scot-free. And they thought, oh, just forget about Opatafuor. I have disgraced him. Little did they know that it was God who permitted them to execute such judgment against me. And God was testing me with it. I am telling you that no matter the force of accusations that has been leveled against you, God will surely respond to them. One way or the other, they will pay it in their own coins. I told a certain guy that all what he has said about me, I will never respond. But he should keep in mind that God is a judge. And God is a righteous person. And one day, my hands and feet shall be washed clean. And by that time, there's a saying that those who laugh last are the ones who laughed what? Best. Today you are laughing. Today they might be laughing at you. But I'm telling you that you are the one that will laugh last. And your own is going to be of the best. I'm telling you. Because of the suffering, people think you are a lazy person. But they don't know what you're doing behind scenes and what you're going through. There's nothing you have not tried. People think you are a lazy type. You are a lazy type. People think you don't like work. You're always making excuses. But they don't know what you're doing and what you are going through life. They don't know the number of applications you have submitted. They don't know the number of ideas you have initiated. And yet all these plans proved futile. They don't know what you have done. They don't know. They don't know what you're going through. Take heart and keep calm. Whatever that people are saying about you, God will answer them. No matter what they are doing, God will answer them. God will have a nice way to respond to them. And by the time God begins to respond to these people, you'll be shocked and amazed to hear whatever that God will say to them. You'll be surprised and amazed to see the kind of judgment that God will place before them. They will face and pay it in their own coins. Some of you people have really suffered. What you went through is not worth talking about it. But you've kept everything onto yourself. Clap for yourself. I believe that God will crown your effort. Your labor will never get in vain. Some of you people, giving birth alone, you went through a lot. Some of the women, people think you were bad. And because of your evil, that is why you have become barren. You knew within yourself that you have not done anything wrong. It's just that it's the pregnancy that is not coming. You are not being conceived. Some of you people, when you mate with a man, the spermatozoa comes out. And there's no hospital you have not gone. So people have been laughing at you. You have become a laughing stock. Anytime you open your mouth to speak, people think because you are not able to give birth, you become a sin of mediocrity. The prophet Eli did the same thing to Hannah. When she was crying bitterly and praying, Hannah became a laughing stock in the sight of prophet Eli. Some of you people, you have become a laughing stock in the sight of certain people. Anytime you open your mouth, even if it is worth it, if there's wisdom in whatever that you're saying, because there's something about you, you have not been able to pay your fees, your rental bills, your utility bills, pay your children's school fees. You have not been able to pay for your house rent. You have not been able to put to the table. So the wisdom in you, people devalue it. Yes, of course, people respect money more than wisdom. That's how life is. The shame and reproach that you are going through life, one day God will answer. Because I went through the same thing and I thought that is all. That was the end. Little did I know that God will surely answer me. And God has answered me. And I love the answer that God gave to me. I was wallowing in the pool of impecuniosity and long suffering. I was always looking for somebody who will help extricate me from poverty, who will help manumute the poverty lifestyle in me, the poverty spirit decoded in my DNA was so big to an extent that it wasn't easy. My basic level of education, I championed it myself. I had to go and work, earn money from there to come and pay for my school fees. When I got to my SHS level of education, I worked. During our time, there wasn't anything free. We used to pay for everything. You pay for your extra classes, your school fees. You pay for your books and everything, your school uniform, everything about me. I paid for it. When I had my computer placement and went in for my prospectus, it wasn't easy. And I had to work hard to raise money to go and foot for that bills. And I did it on myself. It wasn't easy. You're going through a lot. God will surely answer you. Thank you very much. And God bless you. Stay harmless. Don't poison yourself. There's a reason for whatever you're going through. There's a reason for whatever that you're facing. There's a reason. There's a reason. Understand and get the concept that there is a reason. And get this fact that there are some people that they will have the opportunity to write their own story with pen because their father had laid down something. Their mother left them with something. Their family, their great-grandparent left behind something. So the only thing they have to do is pick up a pen and write their storyline. But with that of your own, you don't have anything. Your parents didn't leave anything for you. You are fighting and struggling for your own self. So your own story needs to be written with pains. So allow it to take its course. You have everything ordained in your jurisdiction. You have to change the storyline with the help of the Holy Spirit and the discernment and intelligence God has inculcated in you. You can change the storyline. Yes. Even Jabez, the name that says that suffering, was able to be changed, and Jabez became a successful man in the land of Israel. No matter the curses and the hexes, the pronouncement made against you, those who have hide behind scenes to make pronouncement, pour libations against you, it will never come to fruition because you are protected and supported by the true Spirit of God. And God is the judge of this of the whole universe. You are serving a truthful God. God bless you and bless you so much. May you be touched at this moment in your life, wherever you're watching me. And I believe that you're going to be a blessing. Share this video, click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell so that anytime that we upload a new video, you're going to be the person to get it. And then, kindly leave a comment at the comment section. God bless you. And bless you so much. I love you so much. Bless you.
Opatafuor, you're strong and kind, mighty heart and a brilliant mind. Generosity in every gain, change the world in your name. Every day you rise and grind, lift us up, leave none behind. In your shadow we find the light, guiding us to better heights. Opatafuor, to the power, strength and love in every hour. Generosity like summer rain, shine through every pain. Oh, you're the power, strength and love in every hour. Generosity like summer rain, you shine through every pain. In your presence fears subside, kindness is your greatest pride. Every battle you fight to win, bringing hope time and again. When the world feels cold and dark, you ignite that hopeful spark. With a heart so big and wide, bringing hope time and again. Opatafuor, you the power, strength and love in every hour. Generosity like summer rain, you shine through every pain. When the world feels cold and dark, you ignite that hopeful spark. With a heart so big and wide,